Hello there.
Good evening, folks. How's it going? Welcome to the stream at a really weird time for me, am I right? Hello, Ace. Hello, Arcanine. Hello, Snake. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. As we're coming up to a close for it. How have all you been? Hopefully. And I'm genuinely hoping that you're all doing really, really well.
Shut up and take my money.
Oh, and Sarlat here. Wasn't survived the Middle Ages. May her head rest in peace. She's been dealing with one hell of a migraine. Her migraine started at like 2 a.m. Yes, and has been going persistently till now. So yeah, she's still recovering now. Definitely isn't in shape to be able to stream. So I thought I would come up and stream for y'all in her place so that y'all could so we could all hang out, play some Phoenix Wright, enjoy ourselves. You know how it is. And that being said, with that, and of course, Sarlat, thank you so much for the resub. That's genuinely appreciated. 19 months. That's crazy, dude. Super appreciated. So appreciated. I vote guilty. I vote Shooting Squad. Well, hopefully they're going to be not guilty. That's my goal. I'm a defense attorney, guys. Your favorite internet dad stream? I mean, I guess I could kind of be like a dad-like figure, I suppose. Be a father figure. No, it's more like a bother figure because I'm always bothering you. Gotta go in with the silly jokes. Yowie lawyer simulator. Yeah, it kind of is. I can't be mad about that, Sarlat. I want to be mad, but I can't be mad. It really is the case. Yeah. Last we left off with attorneying Acely. We were in the middle of the case. We had just gotten Luke at me to admit that he's the one who stole the urn. But now our client is demanding that he is guilty and that he should be put in jail. So now I have to try to convince the court that the defendant is an idiot. And that's where it's kind of where we're gonna fire off. See, right into it with Ron Bean saying, "The truth is, I've been mask to mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually mask to mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see it right there in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snaked on the door handle and it got torn off. That's all. Your Honor, nuh-uh, basically. Why does Mr. Delight want to be mask to mask so badly anyway? It's kind of disturbing. He doesn't seem like your typical attention whore to me." Whoa, they actually straight up said attention whore. I didn't expect... Well, localization, am I right? Unlike, say, you, Nick. I am nothing of the sort, thank you very much. But I gotta admit, the way Ron's acting is kind of scary. Anyway, time to poke some holes in that testimony of his. Press. You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Tessie yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. By the way your room's decked yet, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. Wish I do. Sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. Press harder. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Tessie absolutely detests, it's criminals. If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Tessie's crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's loved my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desiaholic. Your Honor, respectfully, you weren't there. So you do have a complicated family situation after all. Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. I have a feeling I'll be able... This is what I'm going to have to present on, but... I thought you're going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Master Mask and not some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim, for a change. Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Light couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. At least I've got to prove that Ron couldn't possibly be Master Mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. Just try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway, okay. So, couldn't have stolen the urn. The fact that Luke Atney had the urn, firstly. You know what, I'll try presenting that, see if I can just get right there. Mr. Prolix, hello, Pinecone, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Nope, that wasn't it. Isn't it a detective's job to figure out who did it? It really is, honestly. Hey, Godot, do me a solid, present the evidence for me, please. Right, probably. Yeah, he would. You've got no alibi? I've been a judge for a long time. This is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi. I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No. That's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If you can prove you had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... Huh. Think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Oh, your carpentry timber framing class. That's good to hear. I mean, I'm also going to point out, you know, it's really fitting that Coniferous Pinecone is working in timber. It's very apt. I like it. I'm excited to see it. Also, hello, Red Dragon. How goes it? Hope you're doing fantastically on this Sunday evening. Well, I think maybe I can. Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi? Yes. I have the evidence. Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie? Oh, I've never seen you this angry before. Yes, I like wood. Can we get that, Can we get that in, we have that in writing now. Pinecone likes wood. There we go. And Dragon's just, I'm doing. You're just doing? I mean, it's better to be doing than not doing, I suppose. I'm not surprised. Anger's the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry. Well then, let's see this evidence already. Scored evidence proves your client was on the night of the crime. Ron's wallet. Mr. Delight. This wallet belongs to you, correct? Yeah, new Wazzy Crew fact. Pinecone likes wood. Yes, it does. I lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? The judge has no idea what evidence is. This is a new word to him. He's been doing this for decades. He has no idea what evidence is. This senile old bastard. Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Airplane. This proves that Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KB Security that night. No! So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway. Evidence they didn't teach me that in judge school. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? Oh, coffee. And stop drinking that coffee! Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. So Matt today participated in a steel ball run role-playing game. Some other people came in first for the first checkpoint. Oh, that's fun. Oh, it sounds like a fun time. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching it for it now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The keycard to KB Security's CEO's office. No! Huh. That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, looks like you need some more evidence after all. Ugh, this stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows that why Mr. Delight went to KB Security at 1 a.m. that night. This is the blackmail letter said he had KB Security at 1 a.m. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's... What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. But blackmail? Yeah, it basically says, bring $50,000. That certainly sounds like blackmail, alright. I find when games and TV shows break the law to make the good guys win. Like, honestly, the law is such a rubber band thing in this universe, too. I love it because it makes for really good stories, but I hate it because it's fucking dumb. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself in KB Security's CEO office, a full half hour away from the scene of the crime. No, 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 no! Order, order, order! So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. Looks like a perfect case for the defense. Objection. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot Blend 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you talking about? That's obviously green mail. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But, did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no. I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office. But you'll need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? I was just the cams at KMV around 1 a.m. Yeah, there is someone else who could testify. The person who could testify the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night. Profiles. Where is he? Larry goddamn Butts. Who is this useless-looking young man? God, yeah, Larry, look at this fucking... Yeah, head-on Larry Butts can't hurt you. He isn't real. He isn't real, guys. Don't worry. This is a face that can't hurt you. God damn. Leave my boy alone. It Larry. You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. Just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. This man makes me want to puke. Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. Probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh? Question at hand is, this key card. Yep, that's the key card they use in the building I work. According to the security serial number, this one's for the CEO's office. You need to get in that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. It tells you exactly when to enter the room and when. Poor Larry. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. You should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. Judge, this man looks like he has a punchable face. He does. Bwah. Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. Makes sense. KB, Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here. So what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. Yep. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as mask to mask in this photo. Huh. Looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be mask to mask. Good job! You did it, Nick! Bang! That's enough! I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Very well. Court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty. Time for the court-mandated confetti, everyone. We did it. Court is now adjourned. Get out of my house. 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Yeah! Who's sliding the coffee? I want to say it's Gumshoe. I want to say that Gumshoe is the one who's just flinging coffee down the fucking... down the desk to Godot. Nick, you did it. You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy. Oh, Miss Delight. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I could ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Miss Delight. I just know I'm blushing. Oh, Red Dragon head off to bed? Yeah, well, you have a good night. You have a good night and a good rest of your week, Red Dragon. Yeah. I'm saying AO Sunday stream? Yeah, I'm streaming on Sunday night because Wazzy is incapacitated by migraines, so I am playing some Phoenix Wright. Oh yes. How you doing, Robin? How's your weekend been? Hopefully good. Get a sip of my Sprite. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, pearls. I got a bad feeling about this. Huh? Who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm getting my shit slapped. I'm just like, huh? Oh, they turned you into an emote? Wait, what? Who got turned into an emote? Oh. Oh, it's Pikachu. Eating ramen. Oh, shit. Youch. She slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Ms. Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick! Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. Hey, what? Hey, what the fuck? I'll never forgive you. Yeah, Phoenix is getting a shit slap while Ramen's discovering that there's a new emote that Pikachu eating him. Ow, a double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right. It's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. It actually was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Ah, please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case, why does this guy still look so glum? Ugh, but I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. Arcan's saying, this is a YouTube group called Save Dad. They did a Let's Play this game. During the Let's Play, they had this running joke that Joe goes to Chili's for happy hour every time the court's adjourned. I just refuse to believe that isn't what he does ever since. You know what? I can get behind that. I can absolutely get behind that. Like, the idea that, the idea that he's just like, nope. It's time for fucking Chili's. I need a Bellini. Actually, I haven't been to Chili's in a very long time. The only Chili's that still exists in my city is in the airport leaving it. Also, hello over your, how are you doing, dude? How's your weekend been? Hoping it's been pretty good. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came out here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me Buddy. Very funny Let's Play, Matt. You should check it out when you get a chance. It's called Ace Attorney with an Actual Lawyer. Oh, I think I've seen a TikTok of him yelling at the kangaroo court because of the updated autopsy report. Well, playtime's over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Kane Bullard? I've heard that name before. Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? What body? The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time the Chief of the Urn was being stolen. The CEO of KB Security was being murdered. Oh shit. So then what are you doing here? Oh come on, you figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or, I've already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today. Help me out? What? October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office. The scene of the murder. Yeah, we just put our defendant at the scene of the crime. Son of a bitch. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbrued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief. It's gonna be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. Well, shit. Remember you were saying weekend was nice. I went to my local anime convention, NakaCon. Oh, cool. That must have been a lot of fun. I unfortunately missed my local anime convention because I was busy doing Extra Life. Funny enough. I'm hoping to be able to hit it up again next year is my goal, honestly. No way. He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. I'm glad you had a good time, Riro. That's awesome. But I am a thief, I tell you. Rhonda Light, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. You telling me Rhonda Light was trusted with handcuffs and a taser at one point? Apparently. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. I do like Godot's theme, though. Security camera, but security company with no cameras? You'd think there'd be way more cameras. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He'd be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Someone was a picture of Vic's Vapor Rub saying, I hope you feel better soon. I mean, if Vic's Vapor Rub could fix a migraine, that would have been a really nice gesture. Dude, that's for colds, my man. That's not for headaches. You could smell it with just the name. Oh yeah, Vapor Rub. It's one of those things. You hear Vapor Rub, you're just like, oh yeah, it's that menthol as fuck. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client's been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Yeah, Ronnie! Now you don't understand? But that Vapor Rub's just a cure-all? That shit fixes everything? I mean, it really does in a sense. Like, almost anything that clears the sinuses just helps with the head, I find. But that's just me, because I'm like always stuffy. Arrested for murder on the same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's gonna happen next? To be continued. Wazzy, I hate Vapor Rub. It's mint. I hate mint. That's a. I don't think Wazzy hates Vapor Rub. Just would prefer not to use it if she can get away with it. All right. We're still on case 2. October 13th, 3:02 p.m. Right after the case. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one that proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well, how about we get started looking into the KV security murder then? I think I'm gonna head back to Crane Village for a little while, if that's alright. Yeah, it's probably the best that we don't bring a 9-year-old to a murder scene. Sure, but why? I'm gonna bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with. No, Mr. Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness. Stop trying to wingman for me, 9-year-old. Get the fuck out of here with that. No. Rose is so caught up in her fantasy that she forgot there's a murder solved. Who's this child? Why do they have a 10 head? No, that's a 5 head at most. Like, let's be completely fair. Now remember, no fighting, okay? She's just the Nanako, okay? She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. Actually, can I talk? Can we talk this out? What do we do first? So what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder. Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Hey, why don't we ask Ms. Delight? Well, hello, Potato. How's it going, dude? Hope you're having a lovely Sunday evening. Full of relaxation and preparation for the week ahead. I hope it's been a good day for you and a good weekend. How's it been? Besides, I want to ask you some stuff about motorcycles. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? Work, do a slow one. Oh, that's not bad. Buddy, I'm punching the next person I see out of spite now. Yeah, it's time for a clothesline from hell. I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with a dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Speaking of asking around, I got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight. Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center, too. Nice with the urn. Must be relieved you got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet. But there's something a little different about it. What? Don't question mark at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? How did you know that's exactly what I was thinking? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like it always used to. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus the file has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name into I am. And that repairer is one mechanically unskilled little pearls. Only working 3 days total this week? Oof. That's definitely no fun potato. Hopefully it's still enough to, be able to make ends meet and such, but like... I'm glad paycheck will still be okay. That's good. I don't remember seeing pink splotches on it. It's possible that the urn's a fake? I'm not sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Crane Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Crane Village in a long time. So I guess people still go to Crane Village to do their training, right? Yep. If you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're gonna train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Did you be okay? Don't drink so you're saying money's easy? Well, that's good. Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the crane technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Yeah, that murder. It wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. Sounds like being the master of cranes can be a heavy responsibility. Alright, now we've done all that talking. Let's go talk to Ron first. I already told you, it's not me! A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge too. Does he? He looks the same as usual. I mean, if you look at that fucking stone-faced look. Just have to come back later. Okay, let's check out some other place, Nick. Okay. Go to Damask's Hideout, which is not Damask's Hideout. I know I should probably be worried that Pearl might get eaten by mountain lions or something on her way back to the village. Knowing Pearl should probably karate chop the lions in submission. Yeah, she just used her slap foo. Just slap the hell out of slap the hell out of a cougar. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya. Ms. Delight. All I want to do is help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating yourself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please. Please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. No idea Miss Delight had such a vulnerable side. Alright, I'll ask about Ron. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's Not hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" He would never say that. Anyway, Ms. Delight, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Ms. Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky
Cheers,
boy?
I'll drink to that, bro.
Oh, the hydrate. Thank you, Rowan. Thank you kindly. Get that down. I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Your bro's too much of a femboy to kill? Is that a blocker? Ronnie's in the thieving type. He's just so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief! Ha! The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Huh? Get what? Just can't understand how they can be so different, yet be such a happy couple. Because sometimes your differences is what makes the relationship stronger, Phoenix. You single dumb bitch. Yeah, sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? Yeah, I'll ask for that. So it was really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind of just curl into a little ball in the corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I'd broken out into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. No wonder he gets divorced. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those 2 knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Okay, their faces are... These faces are fantastic. Like, look at that. Look at that. Ah! Like, sometimes the art is good in these games. These robbers are the faces of death. Yeah, that's definitely they're about to shit their pants kind of face. Please stop it! He screamed. I could see the robber's faces turn pale. A hyped streak of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the 2 robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He's so scared that he's crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. I was wearing a condom. Those are nylons, Sour Lad. That's the classic of wearing fucking women's nylons as a mask. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. It's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Yeah, she's very good at getting in trouble. Don't talk about Amy. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean Ace Detectives? No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be Ace Detectives. Oh. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Adamy's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously, the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And Detective Atme knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. I mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then you went there to ask him some questions? That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said, the Ace Detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I don't exactly call that office his hideout. My bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who tried to pin a crime on someone else. Ms. Delight, do you know about KB Security? Oh, Basili, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? Yeah, according to what we heard today. Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. Looks like Ms. Delight doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away, by motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. It's making say KB Security that fast. Are you sure you aren't literally flying, though? I'll give you a ride sometime. Or better yet, how about now? No, that'll pass. God damn it, Phoenix, get your head out of the goddamn gutter. She meant a motorcycle ride. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? Haha, what a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Ms. Light told us the location of KB Security. Okay, that's over there right away, Nick. Yep, now that we've done all our talking here. Let's go check out the murder scene. Right, so I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What does that have to do with anything? These thick walls. I don't know if I'm pretty sure wall thickness isn't a CEO thing. It's a security thing, though. I mean, that makes sense. Also, hello, Alaskan. Hi, Matt or Dad or Stepdad or whatever. Matt works. Don't worry. Matt works. How you doing, Alaskan? Yeah, thick walls. The thick with the the thick with the 3 C's. Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Being scared of being seen with a girl by Pookie Edgeworth. Oh yeah, that's basically it too. Yeah, he's so intimidated by women. No, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ho 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 ho. Matt, where were we? I had to tell you about how it'd be Fallout 1 in 3 days. Oh, it's not bad. I'm trying to find these clues, but the walls are dummy thick. And the file shelves are the clap of the file shelves is distracting everyone. Imagine being named Gumshoe. Also, I wasn't streaming yesterday because I was at a dentist appointment. I kind of took some precedence, unfortunately. Things to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the Gumshoe fits. Well, anyway. Born as I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. Be the master without even knowing you could fight the master. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like the standard way to do it. Like, chatting your way out's not the normal way, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong. I've never actually properly played one. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Hey, pal. Oh, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Well, I'll talk to Gumshoe. What happened? Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay. The thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on, what about how we put our hearts into our work? Oh, you blew up the nuke and got the ending not knowing the master was in a hidden area. Oh, okay. So you just completely ignored the master and blew things up instead. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 a.m. this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room. Having exactly the same time the master was stealing the urn, huh? Can't tell you about the murder yet, pal. The plot don't demand it yet. Didn't ignore him. I didn't know where he was. Like, he got out after the bomb blew up. I was like, wait, I was not supposed to fight a guy. Ah. Did the Discord connect to PS5 with my own friends while I was streaming, but need some adjustments. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, from what I understand, the Discord app actually works really well with consoles. Autopsy report added. Oh, cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. So you have Luke blew up the Death Star not knowing who Vader was. Okay, that's fair. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Bullett's body was stashed away inside that safe. The safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him when they opened the safe this morning. Out he came. That'd be freaking terrifying. So the body fell out. The wedge ring must be the shape from when he fell out. Maybe we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard. Maybe you start by getting the man's name right. Talk to me about Atme. So, what happened to Master Mask? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling. Ah, no, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that Detective Atme. Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved. Tell me this is the Big Red Machine Kane's autopsy report? This is the big... The Large Rouge automaton. Yeah, that. Well, that's a detective I know and love. Think about it. Atme was always around when the calling card showed up. But always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Heh, yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That explained how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective. That's all. There's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Emanon case. There's a witness on that one. A witness? Here, save the newspaper clipping. Since the thief's already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Yeah, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? Pretty most of it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it. And talk about Godot. What with that prosecutor? I really don't like that guy. I don't know, I like his toaster face. He used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight? Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me, anyway. So who is that Java-addicted master maniac, anyway? Prosecutor Godot? He's quite the enigma, huh? Thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere, like BAM! That's right. He said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true. Born of the records, anyway. But there's no way he's an amateur. He's a nice man in court. A maverick that gives me goosebumps. He's making Top Gun references there. Iceman, Maverick, Goosebumps. Never give the touching something along a few weeks ago. This smooth and hard. Touching something smooth and hard. But no, this line is a homoerotic volleyball scene in a single line. Goosebumps? You? Yeah, I knew something was up about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way. Of course, Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular. Ah, no, that's not what I meant. The Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. Get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Okay, I'm gonna take a look around. Let's look at the desk. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out just for a second. Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life. The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know. Eek! This looks like some kind of bookshelf / rolling cabinet hybrid. Oof. Can't get in between these two shelves. No strange still trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel. So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files. Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs that are hard to handle. It'd be a good night's reading if you got insomnia. Mike, you're not contaminating ceramics for 5 seconds. Yeah, Mike, like, sit in the corner. Tell me something a bit more exciting, like UFOs or something. Why would UFOs be involved here? What's this? Check out this big, thick binder here. Check out this big, thick binder. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Ah! What did you find out, Nick? This file. It's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This file is all about mask to mask. It's filled with info on him. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes. Hey, Nick. Look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Emanon, 100,000. Looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole. So 100,000 is the value of the stolen item? I don't know, that number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Got Kane's list. Let's take a look at this art. Oh, look at that huge framed photo. Objection, Maya's mad sus. Who's Maya? She needs to stop messing around. She really does. We did beat Mask to Mask. However, the instant that we proved that Rhonda Light was here at the time of the theft, here is the exact time and place that a murder occurred. So we essentially gave him an alibi for larceny, and gave him an opportunity for murder. So it's not looking great for him. Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky. There's a title written in the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? If this guy didn't get out enough, or he had really rotten luck with the weather. Maybe if he lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Can I press this button? Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. That was expected. Hey, cut it out. Don't press that. That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says right here on the panel. So it turns out that Maya is also illiterate. So Dumber should still on trial and Ugly Dude with the Schnoz is still out. Yeah. Ugly Dude with the Schnoz was pinned to steal the urn. Oops, you're right. It's written right here, right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? I hate you, Maya. This alarm's kicked into the basement god room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? It's possible on the night of the crime. Ooh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullet, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. I think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Okay. Last but not least, let's look at the safe and then look at the outline. You need rope to keep my even touching stuff. And Ace, oh, you're back. Finished cooking dinner? What'd you have? Yeah, oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right? And so? Well, Mr. Buller's body was hidden in there. Must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Yeah, I guess so. Ho ho ho! I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal. Yeah, and? Everyone knows how to open the safe at airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron DeLight. What? Ron DeLight? He was a security chief? Ron, so he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for running on your parade there, pal. Last but not least, outline. This rope. Think it fell out of the safe when it was opened? Yeah. Maya's so aggressively dumb, my god. Like, help us. So, you mean... Yeah, I think the string shows where and how the corpse was lying. You mean... The victim, he was killed by being crushed by the safe door? She can't be serious, can she? I think... Yeah, I think that's everything we're gonna get out of here. So let's go to the security room. Is Larry leaving an open carton of milk on top of the console? He's gonna get his ass fucking fired for that shit. Look at that. Right here. Like, look where my mouse is. It's right above the text bar. Who was thinking this is a good idea? Leaving your milk and or juice carton just open like that, right by like a little vent thingy.
Hello, Zuko
God
here.
damn. Oh, hello, Excel Studio. Welcome to the channel. How's it going? Thank you for following. I hope you're doing well this lovely Sunday evening. Welcome to the stream. Ship owner by you, Larry Francesca. Yeah, you could run that by me. And then past me. And thank you for the nostalgia time on a game I honestly haven't thought of for a very long time. I played this back on the GameCube, Smuggler's Run Warzones. It's essentially a like race open world-ish vehicle-based game where it's going around literally like delivering shit all across like this giant map. I used to rent it from Blockbuster all the time when I was a kid. It was honestly not a bad. It was a really fun game in the sense that like it was just super antic-y. Like it did a really good job of towing the line between like realistic graphics, and I'm doing air quotes as if you can see them, but also like very arcadey style gameplay. It was actually pretty fun. Yeah, it's mineral oil with a straw. Pinecone. You drink your mineral oil with a straw. Gross. Wow, this is really something else. The security guard office sure doesn't feel very secure. She's made a caregiver watch 24/7 with someone qualified to stop her before her doing. Kinda, yeah. I mean, fair enough. Enjoy your mineral oil via straw, then. Oh, give me a second. You there. Bad bot. Be gone. I like Tiller's stand in the corner. Yeah. Yeah, she needs to stand in the corner there. There. Ban the bot. You'll be security guard. I just remembered Larry might be. Hey, Nick, what's up? So he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? You got my sweet little Maya with you, too. Hi, Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the bone. And in walks an angel. I got no problems with the daytime date. It's all good. See how she moves on without warning? Yeah. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? I defended you in court, you... Ugh. I always forget how fucking stupid these people are. You're so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. Nick here's a different story. Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. Or old school buddies. That was then and this is now. Well, talk to me, you schmuck. Good info. So what's this good info you're talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. Can't just give away information for free. What's a bribe? The professionals were more, I don't know, honest? Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Yeah, I like that. This skin's got some claws. Okay, you really want to know? Yes, so tell me. Like Maya Benaz versus Maya or what? Larry is more likely to end up in the defendant's seat, I think. So I understand why Edward tries to distance himself from you. Honestly, no, that's also very valid. Okay, so the thing is, Ron DeLight was an employee here. Naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Ron DeLight was fired. A year ago? There's no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. That was a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. Guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. Larry, that's a very you thing. Yep, okay, Phoenix said the same thing. What is it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors. All the time. Monitors? There's security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. If you see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? Security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is a part-time job for me. I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. At least he knows he's stupid. See, that's why I would think that Larry is a little bit better than Maya, because at the very least, Larry knows he's an idiot. He knows it. He accepts that he's dumb as hell. Even it is part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Are you kidding me? Oh no, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I was saying. That was then, this is now, okay? Okay, so he's all locked up. I had to break his psych locks after all. I don't think I have the evidence required, so I'm gonna take a look at stuff. Got a note here. Something's written on this poster in fine print. The guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. Signed, Wendy Oldbag, head super... No. Oh no. Fucking Wendy goddamn Oldbag. She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with a real genuine ray gun. Who's Wendy? Wendy Oldbag is a recurring character in the Phoenix Wright trilogy. And god damn it, she's irritating. She's irritating to deal with because she's very good at not telling you jack shit. Wendy these nuts. It's Wendy's nuts. Ace, you didn't even get it right. Be better. Come on, Ace, you know better than that. She the Afro lady? No, that's a Lotta Hart. Red hair is Lotta Hart. I think Wendy also has an afro. I don't remember. Well, fortunately, she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. That's my partner's seat. Your partner? Oh, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady. There's tea spilled all over the machine, you know. Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. See, it's chocolate milk up there. Still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess. Don't fucking spill chocolate milk on your goddamn console. Hey, Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? That's right. Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever? Yeah, sure. I was told to never ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible happened if you do. Got a greenhorn? This is Winnie the Clown, Winnie the Blonde Girl tank top, this is Winnie the Angry German. You're just gonna go through every female character until you get it right. So why hang your jacket on such an important lever? Because it got me curious. The jacket's way pulls the lever down. That's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what'll happen? Huh? It's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick? Yeah, but for a different reason. Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they? Do you say, Hey man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something. Oh boy. How did this guy ever get a job here anyway? No clues here. I'll take a look at this here. That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? Keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating. That is 2 bots in like 20 minutes. What the ass is going on here? 2 bots in 2 seconds. What the fuck? How's Larry function? I get my 8 crown, but Larry here drank glue. Drank? That's a funny past tense you got there. Pretty sure he still does. No biggie. I think there's an instruction manual somewhere in this room. Somewhere? Instruction manual? What are you gonna do in an emergency? Well, I guess I start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what security professionals call teamwork. God damn it. Matt, don't want to be Twitch famous. I'm not gonna... No. No, thank you. I don't need... Twitch fame ain't... No, thank you. I don't need that. Even my pros can run this place better. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, that got me an achievement. Smells like Old Bag. Examine everything with even a whiff of Old Bag on it. My screens there show what's going on over the building, everywhere. It's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them. I would sound so smug if I were you. Can you watch regular TV on these too? If you ever sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry. Hey Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. And how do you know that, Larry? So that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation. I think that's everything, so let's try... Let's try breaking that lock, see if we have what it takes to break the lock. The night of the crime. On the night of crime, were you working hard like you're supposed to? What? Huh? Of course I was. Why would I have been? Didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Mrs. Delight? But what was that? And this is this. That was that and this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too? Never. I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what. I'll even bet you $1. $1? Wow. Now that's confidence. What's that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence I left my position or you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not managing the station when the murder happened is... It's the wallet. Because he didn't find the wallet in the security station. This wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Larry, you stupid half wooing bitch. Stop it. Liar. You hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? This was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. Yeah, Larry, you half-wit. Bet you $2 you did sneak out? 1 o'clock in the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Ah! Yeah, but something else you didn't think about. But the shift that didn't start till 10 p.m. Murder might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? The murder snuck in before 10 p.m. It wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this. Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. The card, obviously. It's just the Patrick and Man Ray wallet meme. It really is. So I let bit make sense. That's too much. I could buy 2 whole gumballs. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record just to anyone, you know. The keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. I get a request for info like that's supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door of the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this to get in the CEO's office. It happened at 1 a.m. of the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Ooh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Gyar! No. Have you ever heard someone go gyar at you? Because you've outed them for their lies? Unlock success. Ooh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there's nothing I could do. There are important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? Wait, someone died? Yeah, the CEO of this security company is dead. I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my daughter called and said I had to talk to you right away. So I went to see her, and you were standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. The other one is the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. So is that why you left the security guard office? It was a robbery, and now we're trying to figure out who did the kill. Oh, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I can never make it up for Nick. What can I do? What? He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. He's just fetal positions, just rocking. Oh boy. Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. I'll do whatever I have to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry? Hey Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick! Okay, what do I got to present him? Yeah, the buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to his room, right? You just show him these hands. That's right, just like my heart's connected to yours, Maya. Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. Promise like I'm running to your rescue, like the professional guard I am. Wow, that was pretty good. What the fuck? Thanks, I try. You think you can tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. Now I can talk about the buzzer. The Larry Riz. I don't think you want Butts Riz. Butts Riz doesn't sound or feel quite right, honestly. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? This is the third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Buzzer's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. Larry Riz on the same level as Wazzy Riz. I'll be sure to tell her that. Let's get back to talking about the night of murder, okay? Sure the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. You think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think Larry can make a mistake like that. Ah! What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake! Huh? But how? It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, I went off just once, in the morning, at around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened. The dead guy. Was there's no Riz also met your hip with the Sooners? What's this Riz everyone's saying? Riz is short for charisma, Lava King. How are you older than me? What the fuck? Really? Are you serious? It's terrible. It can't be. Buzzer record added to the court record. Record in the record. Okay, that's just a list of 4 things. I think I've gotten as much as I'm gonna get out of him. Take the gumshoe. Oh, this right here. Sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. I got 2 ears and 2 eyes, but I only got 1 brain. I can see your eyes and ears. The jury's still out on the brain thing. Hey Nick, if you have something to say, just come out and say it. Well, shit, I would have thought that, you know... Yeah, so I just live like a hermit, rarely leave my house. So an anime fan. Present Kane's profile to Gumshoe? Okay. Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard. That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal. Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Yeah, he really doesn't. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, his body wasn't discovered till this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help? Or we don't have any information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick, now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. Tell us about the Vic. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard? He's CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway? Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and? And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber. Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough. Got a couple of Mr. Krabs here just going, oh, money, money, money. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Whoever is involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Ooh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask. What? Really? Yeah, not just screwing up so many times. The company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmailer, huh? No, someone doesn't have social life and social anxiety. That minus going to the movies and groceries, don't have reason to leave my house. So an anime fan. Just fuck. Yeah, you just keep being savage, I guess. God damn. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like I'm running out of things to fucking... Is that another meme Sooners made? I believe, firstly, they're also Zoomers, not Sooners. Zoomers, F me, autocorrect. Yeah, autocorrect is just absolutely screwing with you there. Maybe we can... Maybe the detention center? Nope, so that still hasn't opened up. Oh. Let's check here. For some reason. Oh, this place is literally crawling with cops. What do you expect? Now they know that he was actually Master Mask. This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think? Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. I just noticed. Gumshoe's nowhere to be seen. Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. Wasn't he in charge of the Master Mask investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? You say something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal." Points with the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust Maya. I guess there's not going to be too much to... I can't even pretend to look at something in here. Yeah. Okay, so this place is useless. Will this do anything? Nope. Now, where the hell am I supposed to go next? Because I've done all the talking I can here. It's really made me reflect on the way I've been living. But the only problem is, with all this reflecting, where's the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know? What are you going on about, Larry? Plus, do you honestly have any new info on the bus record? What? The record? No, nothing at all. That reflects about as much as a piece of black carpet. Maybe present the list to Gumshoe? Oh, yeah. So about this. Huh? What's that? Hey, wait a minute, Maya. What's wrong? We copied that data with permission. Don't show it to him. He might get mad at us. So, what are you two whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Just my billfold. That's a pretty thick billfold you got there, pal. I really want you to show it to me. Yeah, what? I'm trying to think of what else there is. Oh, we can go to the exhibition hall. Treasure Korean exhibit's all ruined now. Maya, I'm so sorry, it's just so sad. Is there a big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling? Maybe we cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it. Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Master Mask's Desires. That probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa! That's brilliant. She's going full Crash Bandicoot, just wow! It's brilliant, Nick. We can clean up and be filthy rich. Woohoo! Oh, that was surprisingly easy. Check down here. They still haven't cleaned up. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews, what's she still hanging around down here for? So, how's it going? What about the sacred urn? The urn? Oh, that's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes. It brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. Just heard about it all on the news. All on the news. So the detective was actually the thief all along. Looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You're just doing your job. Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago. When was it that Master Mask's calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So we sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. Guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the sacred urn after all. I guess so. Have a breakdown. Did you not believe in sleeves? Sleeves are for the weak, Lava King. What? So Master Mask murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything's possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On that theft, do you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. Don't yawn in front of a suspect. I'm sorry, I had a bit of a yawn in my face. It happens. He claims that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself. Yeah, he's caught in the crime scene photos dressed up as mask to mask pretty well. Spampton looking ass character. He kinda is, yeah. So glad you get Secret Urn back. Yes, but still something bothers me about it. What is it? Not exactly sure. Somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I wouldn't know anything. Why would I? Oh. This bitch is psych-locked. What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the Sacred Urn. It's the very own Miss Andrews. Well, let's see if we can crack that lock. Take that! Got the psych locks. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do you know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. Even though it was submitted before the court today, it's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? The one who said it wasn't the same, so that was the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn was submitted at the trial was genuine? Do I? I'm trying to think of... I don't have all the evidence yet. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Should investigate and gather more clues before I try again. Okay, yeah. Well, the plus side is, I now know where there's extra evidence. Now I just need to figure out... what am I missing? Nope, that's not it. Because, yeah... Maybe show that to Butts? That sounds right. Actually, yeah, might... Well, I'll try Mr. Gamashu. This was his first heist, and I guess I underestimated him. I was sure I was going to get him, so I was careless and lost the info on the witness. By witness, do you mean the guard in this photo? Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try catching Mask to Mask. He got away anyway, huh? That guard. Got the weird feeling that I've seen him around lately. Well, that does narrow it down. It's me, I'm the masked mask. You're masked to mask. No, I think you know how much I want to help you guys, but I really don't know what to say about that. What is it, Nick? He seems so, I don't know, pleasant. Alright, more... The guard was definitely not Larry. Yeah, Larry's not competent enough to be a bad guy. Whoops. Not where I want to go. Yes, there he is. He's here now. Oh, Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... On the same night, the Sacred Urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor Department Store. A blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But, it's only one Delight. Am I right? If he killed someone, you'd lose his sanity real quick. Yeah, this guy absolutely would. So the only question is, where were you that night? Someone want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Talk to me. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you're Master Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Yeah, Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. Wait, where were you the night of burglary? I was off eating a hamburger. That's where I was. This is true. I wasn't the one who stole the urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB security at the time. Wait, his ring is the thing from the picture of him in the guard? Oh. It's gotta be Detective Atme in the picture. His ring is the blue brooch. Well, shit. So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor. You went to KB security, right? Yes, I went to KB security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there's no answer. So I used the key card to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Wait, what? Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was the game bullet that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building, so I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Oh, there you go. That would explain why the cameras didn't catch anything. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Yeah, why were you shit-canned, buddy? Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB security? How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi. Please! Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Whew, thank goodness. No, I mean... I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Matt started narking. Don't want to be mean. Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief, she'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Does Desi actually like him or just the money? I don't know at this point. More than that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So you became Masquerade Desiree, huh? This present the... Hey! This is an article about my debut heist! Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. The Master Mask must have gotten away, right? It says in an article that he had disappeared. That's right, I got a sunburst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. They quickly changed to my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh? Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guy in this photo, is this you, Mr. Delight? Hehe, that's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros can see through that in a heartbeat. Yeah, but as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. She really deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atme found the Master disguise? That's interesting. Yes, he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I've got the chance to repaint my costume. Must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that... I received the first of the blackmail letters. But blackmail letters? You got them starting when? Tell me more now. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. Yeah, there we go. Talk to me about blackmail. Blackmail letter. Is this the first one you got? No, of course not. This is the first that ever called me out to a specific location. So you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Eminon heist. The first letter, it said... Sorry for the dramatic pause. I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity? Just like that? Oh, it's not easy being a master thief, you know. I got proof it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? Heist plans? This loser is the real thief. What are these plans you're talking about? The instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and it's just... Hey, so sorry, I don't know why I'm so full of yawns right now. Even suggested training methods. So you mean the one that plans the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. Sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. I'll get that stretch in. Thank you, I'll ask him.
Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro.
And a hydrate. So Ron Delight was Master Mask after all. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. I just wait for the cash to come in the mail. You try not to look so gleeful about it. So we went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions to steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? Before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. Guess I had no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Mystic Maya? Hey, Pearly! I'm back! Hey, Pearls, what have you been up to this whole time? Sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Crane Village to have it examined. And? What did you find out? There's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Whew, that's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint. That they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal?
Shut up and take my money.
Oh, Phoenix! Hey, how's it going? Got home early because of a tornado. Jesus. Well, I hope you're okay. But also, thank you for the resub for 12 months, my dude. Thank you. Also, forgot to say, thank you so much for the throne gifts. Now that I can actually say that to see you in person, thank you so much for the throne gifts. Gushers came in the mail. Just redeemed Dredge. So thank you so much. It's really genuinely appreciated. The Gushers are freaking delish too. If only because, well, it's sour Gushers. They're very, very tasty. Like 9 out of 10 would recommend because it was like not too expensive to get them either. Oh, speaking of throne, look at that. Timer came up. Because yeah, it's super genuinely appreciated. Do you appreciate the funny Homestuck candy? I do. I actually really like Gushers. It's a big deal. We gotta figure out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick. We gotta find out how they got there. Okay. We'll go find out how they got there. Please don't forget about me. Sacred urn refiled into the court record. Now I have the evidence I need for fucking Andrews. Trying to think, what else could I... That's kind of strange. What is? Well, Master Master's gone after famous works of art or treasures. Why did he suddenly decide to steal this plain-looking urn that nobody would want? I guess it sounded like it had nothing to do with the theft. Well, it wasn't me that chose to steal this urn. What do you know about this list? This list, we found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Buller. Hey, this is a list of all the things Master Mask stole. That's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000. Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? Numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the price should be at least 3 times higher than that. Guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard. Huh. Where did that shell come from? It came from their hometown, weirdly enough. Oh wait, I don't want to go here, I want to go to... Can I, whoops, bounce from here to the... Yep, exhibition hall. Alright, I should have the evidence required here. Alaskan, are you heading out? Have a good evening, Matt, and everyone here. Well, thank you, Alaskan. Thank you for stopping by. It's appreciated, and I hope you have a good night and a good rest of your week. Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe we take another good look at this urn. We can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. This box, there's something about it that's bothering me. That's the box the sacred urn was in. It looks like there's some pink paint on it, too. It's definitely the same colors and stuff on the urn. I think I know how the paint got on it now. Alright, let's investigate again, Nick. Urn box. And examine the pink paint. Looks to me like it's been dry for several days. There's nothing suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink. Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Ah, that's the box the sacred urn was in. If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Oh, you're right. Look, it matches. Oh, what is it, Mr. Nick? It's all turning out exactly as I thought it would. These all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Alright. I think I have everything that I need to break the Cyclops. So I just do anything about the sacred urn. Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the charge exhibit. It's not the same urn as before. It could be a fake. I do, because the urn itself came back as a genuine article. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is a genuine article. Pearls went back to Crane Village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how... What she discovers that the urn had been broken. Again. You say again? Yes, it was broken once a year ago. Now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? That's when I bring up... Where is it? The poster. This poster. It was made recently, right? Poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit. At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Ah! Haha, I broke that shit. I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo of this poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth. Wait. 4. Even the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. Must have been one of those people at the photo shoot. Before I dropped it, I'm sure that's what's happened. Looks like she's not going to give up the Cyclops. Now, do I use the box? Nope. Oh, that's energy. That's the one. There we are. Well, Ms. Andrews. What is this supposed to mean? There's pink paint all over this urn. There's pink paint all over the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. Can't weasel out of this one, Miss Andrews. But, uh-oh. She's trying to make her see it. You can get pink paint anywhere. Well, it's none in my office, that's for sure. Well, there is in my room. Liar. Anyway. Paint on the urn and paint on the floor. There's no proof that's the same paint. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. Proof linking the paint on the urn to the paint on the floor is the paint on the box. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. That's exactly what's going on here. This urn was stored in this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there's pink paint on the box as well. Ah! You already know where I'm going with this, don't you? It's not paint, that's Danganronpa blood. Yeah, isn't that just one and the same, basically? Paint on the floor has an odd shape imprinted in it, doesn't it? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Oh, which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. Unlock successful. Energy back. In China, blood censored white. Oh yeah, I've seen that and it doesn't look great. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. Why does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher? I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know just how she feels. Happened about 2 weeks ago, just after the poster photo was taken on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. We get another A+ face art. Just like that's absolutely. You're talking about the scene with Goku getting shot in the chest is the best. Yeah, it usually doesn't look great. The oopies poopies. The box is carrying crashed to the ground. Crash. A terrible noise, and I thought my heart was gonna stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box, and that's when it happened. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock. Not a huge scream. Trying to see how that could have happened. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Crane Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when I am going to change to Amy? I don't know how it was originally written. Wait, I knew it. I was right at her top as backless. Yeah, so it's a halter. Any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Amy. Any sane person? Really? Yeah, let's drag this 9-year-old, who was 8 at the time that she went to try to fix it. Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. Here, but there's something I don't get. When I first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The Amy Face statue. Aha! Tell me about the statue. Pearls is 9, I thought she was 6. No, I know she's 9. I can tell because it says so right here. 9. And then also 19. Who's the oldest person I'm dealing with here? Well, the most recent subject is 48. First time they came down here. It was on the night the secret urn was stolen. Mr. Nick. There are no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here. Well, there's a good reason for that. All day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And? I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. That makes perfect sense. And there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. That time the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews? What? I don't know anything about that. I plus there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Hey, Dirtbones, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Then who was it? Who could have done it and why? Well, the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. She got back from a fair? Like a state fair? Did you get a funnel cake? Man, I could go for funnel cake. That actually sounds delicious. Shit, now I'm hungry. Good thing I have I have some snacks for after stream downstairs. Just move, but why? Looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case. But why? Why do you think so, Nick? That night, the real thief, Ron DeLite, was at Cave's security. So then why did another mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact? The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but... it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. To be continued. What's funnel cake? Is that a Zoomer word for drugs and sex? Funnel cakes have been around since before me, Lava King. Jesus Christ. Funnel cake is like a stringly pastry, and it's like fried into like a circle, and usually covered in like powdered sugar. Got freeze-dried Skittles, a pair of dice, a health potion with 4d4, and a pickle with a hat. Okay, the pickle hat sounds great. And I would try freeze-dried Skittles once. Yeah, funnel cake is very similar to elephant ears. Yeah, what Phoenix said. Yeah. Are we going to part 4? We're going to the next trial. Now it's a murder trial. Hey, Nick. What is it this time? I don't believe how many people are here for the trial. Well, it is a murder case. What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door. Next door? Why do you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atmy's trial today. Detective Atmy? They say they're going to try him as Mask to Mask. Already? That was fast. You mean Donut Noodles? That's... okay, Donut Noodles... while that's a very apt name for a funnel cake, that is the fucking weirdest name I've heard. It's a weird one, but I kind of like it. Freeze-dried Skittles is just exploded sugar. Essentially, yeah. See, Master Trail. I know. By the way, where's Pearls? Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore. I know you don't like me. Pearls have really gone into training lately, huh? Yeah, ever since that incident last year. Please, don't ignore me. Oh, Mr. DeLite, good morning. No one likes me. No one even noticed me, even if I killed someone. Come on, don't be silly. Wait a sec. You don't mean you're the murderer? No. I'm just a poor thief. Next time say donut noodles instead of spinning a funnel cake nonsense. No one's ever heard of a fucking donut noodle. The fuck is a donut noodle, Lava King? I'm calling you out. That's ridiculous. No. I ain't having any of that. No, wait. That's not right. A thief can't really be poor. Thieves can definitely be poor. Let's see. According to Mr. DeLite, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to him to help him commit the heists. Do you really think there's a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick? It's possible. But today's trial is a race against the clock. Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always. I'm afraid that's not an option. Huh? Because I'm gonna guess if Atmy gets convicted first, then it removes the possibility of an alibi for Ron, and we need Ron to have the thing. Let me look up what donuts are. It's a local thing. You're not from my local area of Ontario. No, I certainly am not. And Durban's, you're going to another festival. Oh yes, the festival. Alright, defense is ready, Your Honor. You're ready? Preparation's the last refuge of the weak. What does that mean? Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot. Don't have all day. Yeah, he's got the judge in his palm of his hand yet again. Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all. I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Cadeau. I just remember the Dairy Queen sells funnel cake? Your Dairy Queen sells funnel cake? I mean, ours might, but I don't think it does. Huh, you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war. That's exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. Doesn't yours? If it does, I wouldn't know because I don't go to Dairy Queen because I'm lactose intolerant. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right? Yes, well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case. Oh, the judge is taking charge like he knows what he's going on for change. The victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in his safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. Have you ever tried being tolerant to lactose? I have. I'm so tolerant to lactose, but lactose does not tolerate me or my tummy. And it's a bad time. Nobody likes it. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. of the previous day. And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. The little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant. Bad spell doing fun of me. I'm going to a second medieval festival. Oh, you're going to like a Ren Fair. Nice. I don't know if I have a Ren Fair near me. I think there's one that happens like late summer, but it's an hour and a half away, like in a small town. It's technically a city, but I refuse to call it a city because it feels too small for it to be a city. I'm gonna go to Dairy Queen. Who's this extra motherfucker with coffee because his vibes are impeccable? Oh, this is Godot. Oh yeah, you didn't see Godot. Phoenix, no, he's awesome. I actually really like him. Look at him. Yeah. I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. Yeah, the song fucking slaps. In fact, this guy drinks 17 cups of coffee per trial at maximum. Also, Ace, thank you for the redemption of Nostalgia Time. Don't know why the text-to-speech didn't go off. It did earlier today. But you want a request to talk about Goat Simulator 3, which is actually technically Goat Simulator 2. Because the first one came out, and then there was no immediate sequel to it. And there's a bunch of like expansion-esque type dealies, but there's no like direct numbered sequel. So what they just did is they just made Goat Simulator 3, and it is so far above what Goat Simulator 1 was. It's not complete. It's different enough, and there's enough added to it that it feels like a completely different game. I would highly recommend playing Goat Simulator 3. If you have Game Pass, I'm pretty sure it's still on Game Pass. But yeah, it's 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Like it's a lot of fun. Go to some tryhard wears a mask as his girlfriend is, and he uses coffee as a personality. It's not bad, but the first one is always the best. Oh, Mr. Godot, your witness. Still a cool mask and cool song. Yeah, I like him. Okay then, let's see what the defendant, Mr. Von Delight, has to say for himself. The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? Maybe a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but... I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify. Huh, you got guts, Trite. Alright then, Mr. Ron Delight, please take the stand. Get up there, you weird bitch. Glump. You did it, didn't you? Yes. What? No, that's not true. That was so fast. Just, you did it. Yes. What? Oh, okay, that was actually very fun. That was well timed. I like that. Fuck, that's funny. For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever. Well, Mr. Light already looks plenty guilty with that face he's making. Once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin. Huh, very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, then why did you go to KB Security? Well,
Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro.
That's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home. Now let's hear some testimony about what happened. Go in depth, please. That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. That blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. That's very short. 1 a.m., the exact time the murder took place. The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. Like coffee. Ha! It's bitter today, too. Just like my destiny. You never know that from the way he's chugging it down. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. I'm gonna have to press. There's not a lot to work off here. Tell me more. 1 a.m., huh? You're absolutely sure about that? Yes, that's what my watch said when I was entering the CEO's office. No. Actually, I'm not really sure. My watch was slow. My internal clock was also a bit... 1 a.m., that's the exact same time the victim, Mr. Bullard, was murdered, correct? It's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure. Yeah. Trying to figure out the pun of Godot. I don't think it's a pun, actually. I think it's based off of, I believe it's a philosopher, is Godot? It ordered you there? It was the first time I'd gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere. Does that mean you've gotten other blackmail letters then? Oh, of course. They say things like, steal this, or take that. Haha, why don't you say those later, Mr. Light? Please don't say anymore. What should I do? Let's press harder. Ace asking if I drink coffee. I do not. I actually don't like coffee at all. I'm not big on hot drinks, even. Like, I'm not even big on, like, hot tea or hot chocolate. Or hot apple cider or hot anything, honestly. I'm very much a cool drinker. I'm the kind of guy who will go when it's, like, below freezing. I'll walk over to 7-Eleven and I'll get a Slurpee. Because I've always preferred, like, cold drinks. I've always preferred cold. Coffee's not for hipsters. Coffee is the most... It's the most widely accepted addiction, like, on the planet. Is coffee, and specifically caffeine. To the point that it's glorified. It's an addiction that's glorified. So I refuse to drink coffee because I used to be bad for caffeine with, like, energy drinks and, like, high caffeine drinks in the past, and I don't want to get back into that for myself, for my own health, honestly. I'll have energy drinks every once in a while, but, like, I need to be particularly careful about it. Alright. Set to bring $50,000. Okay. Money, eh? Perfect motive for committing murder. Oh, but wait! I never intended to pay that money anyway. Oh, is that right? After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of. An important point indeed. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony. Yes, sir. Ha. A muddy mudskipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. Yeah, let's press the new one. It was named after a play that evokes existentialism. It's the name of a game engine. Yeah, it's the play that he's named after, I'm pretty sure. So it's just what you're being blackmailed about anyway. Blackmail letter said if you don't want your identity revealed, correct? Sure, it's referring to the whole mask-to-mask thing. But I wasn't worried. Mr. Bullard didn't have anything on me. He didn't? Anyway, I don't care about what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believes in me. So that's why Ms. Delight didn't believe he was mask-to-mask. That's why I knew they were just hollow threats. I worked for KB Security a year ago, so to the final press. You used to be security chief for KB Security, right? Yes, that's right. Security chief? You? And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge? Perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say? This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject. Desi, don't bring me into this, baby. Yeah, I still love you. Let's figure out the why, actually. Mr. Light, please tell us why you were fired from your job. Well, the world is filled with those who said, I wish I'd never asked that. Okay, then I take it back. Defendant, please answer the question. I needed money. You needed money? Well, you see, Desi loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby. Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company. Come again? KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. Since a security team chief, you stole some data and sold it. Mr. Polo found out, and I was fired immediately. Why are there so many red flag relationships in this game? Because they make for better drama. What? Wish I'd never asked that. I was somehow able to keep it secret and made it seem like I quit on my own. Does it, Nick? You don't look so good. Someone brings harm to the company is fired as punishment. You'd do well to remember that. He sure told you. So you admit that you stole data from your company, is that correct? Yes, I'm sorry. This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony. Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse, crashed and blew up. It's gonna take the jaws of Electra if this case clutches a disaster. Why would you do something like that? Well, for Desi's hobby, what else? Wasting money, huh? It's not a waste! So Miss Delight doesn't know that her husband was fired, does she? So it would seem. I'm not sure what to think, but couples keep secrets like that from each other. I can't believe it. This case has gone even mad to think seriously about couples. Please try to stay focused, Mr. Wright. There wasn't much to his testimony, was there? He's avoiding something. At least what it sounds like to me. Got a bad feeling about this, but be careful. Don't find a way to make him spill the beans. We'll never get close to the truth. Okay. It won't be those three. Yeah, that won't be the evidence I need. I'm gonna save first. Does I have an idea of what to present? Because if I'm not mistaken, it would probably be... not that. What could it be? Let's see. Shit. It's gonna be a present off of one of these two for sure. I'm pretty sure I just tried presenting that one. Nope, that's not it. Shit. Let me think about this.
Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro.
Thank you for the hydrate there, Lava King. As I try to brain this out, because, like, what things that I could present. We have all the stuff from the theft. Then from the murder, we have this. We have the button. We have the buzzer record. Kane's list. Yeah, where this didn't scare. It could be a person. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Mr. Delight, they said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday. Huh? What doesn't? Then you must have been scared. Very scared. Having a certain person find out your secret. Well, a certain person? Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. But listen to me, my Desi, she's... Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins. Ugh, Godot. Yes, we know. It was all your wife's fault. Also, hello, Sir Kay. How goes it? Hope you're doing well on this lovely Sunday morning. Or Sunday evening. Almost Monday morning, if you think about it in a really relativistic kind of way. Yeah, hope you're doing alright. How's it going, dude? What do you mean? Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Oh, to face his own wife. Someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about. Oh, No, everything's falling neatly into place for him. Don't talk about my Desi like that, or you'll be sorry. Well, it seems that we learned a great deal of things here so far. What do you think, Nick? I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes. Clearly, there was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife and he killed to protect his secret. Family might have cared just a little too much. The motive's clear. Let's move on. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? I still go from hell, took a 2-hour nap thanks to this heat. And I wouldn't mind it being warm, actually, because it's been a little chilled here. Very rainy lately. Come now, tell us. We're all ears. Alright, what do we got? When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. When I came to, Mr. Bullard was lying there, dead. If you hadn't been wearing that? I see, suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. Said the master mask struck him on the head from behind. Of course, since Abby turned out to be culprit himself, that was all a lie. Huh. No one's gonna believe a pathetic lie like that. But what are you saying? It really was attacked. We'll find out if what you say is true or not during the cross-examination. You just ask who's a good nap in the end? Nope. Got that, Mr. Trite? Don't go easy just because he's your client. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend. Don't need to worry about that, Mr. Godot. I have faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it. Okay. There was one portion of this that made it was interesting to me. When I entered the office, there's a suspicious shadow there. Suddenly, on the forehead, I was a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. Wearing what? Your opponent just threatened to poison you? No, he threatened to hurl a cup of coffee at my face. He's done it once before already. We're just... yeets it. Yo, holy shit, the actor for Godot in either the anime or live action was Hideki Kamiya, aka the creator of Devil May Cry. That sounds about right. Honestly, I can't think of a better voice for him than Hideki goddamn Kamiya. Why, my Mask to Mask costume, of course. Wait just a moment. Mask to Mask? Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just on the safe side, I dressed as Mask to Mask. And then I descended upon the office of the CEO of KB Security. What? Nick, did you know about this? He never told me this. I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either. Even I didn't know that. Seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets. I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. Wait, that's not right. You know, sometimes some things just slip your mind. Yeah, I get that. Huh, my sixth cup of coffee is staring up at me coldly. At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony. Yeah, let's update that. Why are you dressed up as Mask to Mask? Why? Because I'm Mask to Mask, of course. What are you talking about? Mask to Mask trial is being held next door. Yes, I guess so. Anyway, at that time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the Mask to Mask issue. So I thought I should go as him, just to be safe. Oh boy. Let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I'd expected. Took a lot longer? What is he talking about? Tell me more. What do you mean by took a lot longer? Oh, opening the safe, of course. My cape got caught on the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Bullard's body. What was that? Back up a second. Blah, blah, blah. I just lost my old man voice. There's a nap, so something to help me relax. But did I really need a nap before I go to bed and go to sleep? Nah, I get that. Yes? You were the one that hid the body in the safe? Well, yeah. Inconceivable! This is why you're playing this trial when I posted those two Ace Attorney picks. I don't know what Ace Attorney picks you're talking about, Raid Star. But I'm playing this trial, yes. Why? Just why? What reason could you have? What were you thinking? Question. What if someone tossed their dirty shorts in the washing machine? What? The answer's simple. When they take them off. As usual, I have no idea what you're saying. You toaster-faced motherfucker. Do you mean that Mr. Delight hit the body because he's the murderer? Ha! So you're not as stupid as you look. His metaphor this time really was really obscure. Mr. Wright, you don't mean that you knew about this whole safe business, do you? Well, yes? Why am I the only one not in the loop here? Witness, make sure you add this to your testimony. Uh-oh. Looks like Stormfront's moving in over the Fairweather Judge. Oh, two Ace Attorney picks and not safe for once. Well, I'll have to double check those later. Hit the button save took about 10 minutes. Wait a minute. 10 whole minutes? But this buzzer went off at 102. And they died at 1. Wait a frackin' minute. Your Honor, can you please take a look at this record? What might this be? The record for the emergency buzzer that connects CEO's office to security. The button in the office is pressed, the security team is supposed to come running. According to this record, the buzzer was pushed once, at 1:02 a.m. What? If Mr. Rondelay truly was the murderer, he would have ran as soon as that buzzer sounded. After all, a security guard would have been heading his way. Objection. Ha. Let's remember who we're dealing with here. I had no idea there were security personnel in the building. Up until 1 year ago, my client was working as chief of security there. There's no way he wouldn't have known about them. But, as it turns out, the guard never came. That was nothing more than a coincidence. The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend and wasn't anywhere in the vicinity was not something Mr. Delight could have known. Just absolutely fucking drag Larry in court. Like, he's not even here. I'm just like, yeah, those guys are, just because the guard's a fucking loser cuck doesn't mean that, you know, doesn't mean that Ron could have known about that. Oh, fuck, that was funny. Oh, God, that was great. So we're talking about Butts? Yeah, Larry Butts. Again, remember who we're dealing with here. Sure bet that Mr. Delight didn't even notice the buzzer going off. This buzzer's extremely loud. There's no way he could have ignored something like that. If he had been conscious, that is. Conscious? What do you mean by that? Fine. Let's hear your theory. Yeah, Larry just got fucking served. Call the defendant's testimony. The moment he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. Mr. Delight said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes. Unconscious? So he fainted? That's why Mr. Delight didn't know the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body. So what are you trying to say? Mr. Delight was knocked out, and the buzzer went off soon afterwards. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it could only mean that there's another person in that room. That's right. Whoever it was, they knocked out Ron Delight and then pressed the buzzer. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, this is preposterous. It was this kid. Ron Delight is the one who killed Kane Bullard. Then who pressed the buzzer? I know, Matt EP. I'm a little EP. It was the victim, of course. He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held on long enough to push that button. Act. So Kane Bullard sounded the buzzer himself. What's your opinion on this, Mr. Wright? They proved the real criminal was there at the scene, but how? They proved it wasn't Kane Bullard? Yeah, I can prove it. I know exactly how. It's right in the proof. It's right in the evidence. There's no fingerprints. Kane wasn't wearing gloves. I believe this is the piece of incontrovertible evidence you were looking for. The emergency buzzer? Is there some kind of clue on it? Absolutely not. Hey, come on now. Just give some thought to what you say before you open your mouth. The fact that there's absolutely no clues is itself the clue. Now I'm the one who's clueless. This button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Bullard had really pressed it himself, naturally he would have left his fingerprints behind. Whoa! Ron Delight obviously wiped them off. Why would he? The guard could have come in at any moment. He touched that button, I know he did. The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Mask to Mask. Mask to Mask always wears gloves. What reason could he possibly have had to wipe the button free of fingerprints? Order, order, order! Ha! It would seem I've been forced to eat crow. I wonder what blend number crow flavored coffee is. However, if the real killer was there at the scene, why would that person press the emergency buzzer? Shouldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger? What's with this awkward silence all of a sudden? Also, Sir K with another streak. Nice. Well done. Huh. Looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks. They're on to you, Nick. Just give me a minute to collect my thoughts. The real culprit killed Mr. Bullard around 1 a.m. And Mr. Litt just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right? The killer clobbered Mr. Light and then sounded the buzzer. Oh! Ace, thank you for cheering bits! That's very much appreciated, dude. Thank you for the 25 bits. Objection, yeah, huh? Yeah. Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed. Security was supposed to respond. Time's up, Mr. Wright. See what you have to say. Very well, then. Aha. Got some guts. I like that in an opponent. Thought that was in the game. It had to do a double take. You know what? That's fair. The fact that I do use a lot of video game jingles. I use video game and TV for my sounds, I find. I'm trying to put it more towards like cartoons and TV in the future, though. Let's see. Why would they sound the emergency buzzer? It's called a security guard, obviously. The killer knew that if they pressed the button, a guard would come running. Actually, I will save. That was exactly what they wanted. Do you mean to say the killer called the guard on purpose? You're right, we need a noise that says one more thing in Columbo's voice. Or Columbo's voice. I could get behind that. Yes, although as it turned out, he never showed up. Because he was getting his clock cleaned at the time. Huh. What a touchy story. You're saying the killer had changed of heart and called the guard to turn himself in? No, I'm not. When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office. The victim, Kane Bullard, who was already dead. The defendant, Ron DeLight, who was out cold. And the third person, the real killer. Hypothetically, yes. Now then, in this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Ron DeLight. And if any security guards came in running at that time, they'd think that I was the murderer. Yes, that was precisely the real killer's objective. To frame Ron DeLight for the murder. Phew. I appreciate that he intentionally took a gulp of coffee specifically to spit take it. And he took his time with it. Order! Huh, it would seem. I may to eat my words once again. I actually made to do a spit take with a cup of coffee. Mr. Wright, who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Wait a second. I'm the one and only Master Mask, so... Nick, you mean the real killer is? We're gonna drag that person in here right now. But who is it? I don't have any solid proof yet, but think about it. The killer knew Mr. DeLight's identity, and they also knew that he had been called to KV security that night. So the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Kane Bullard. Let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright. Who was it that framed Mr. Ron DeLight for the murder of Kane Bullard? Only one other person knows about Mask to Mask. Only one person can know it. It's this son of a bitch. Detective Luke Atme. He's the only one who could have done it. Ace Detective. Luke Atme? You mean Mask to Mask did it? Your Honor, the person being tried in the court next door to us is not Mask to Mask at all. He is, in actuality, the true murderer of Kane Bullard. Order, Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Theft and murder. Which is the more serious crime? They're not even close. Murder is the more serious crime, of course. It's a capital crime subject to a capital punishment. Please remember the trial from yesterday, if you would. When Luke Atme confessed, there was a huge commotion in the courtroom. Of course. A famous detective was unmasked as Mask to Mask. He's just got the pun, Luke Atme? Yeah, look at me! Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was his true objective all along. To be found guilty? Mask to Mask had the perfect alibi for when the murder took place. he was still in the urn at Lordly Taylor. In other words, being found guilty as Mask to Mask was Luke Atmey's airtight, watertight, and unassailable alibi. A guilty verdict as an alibi? You know, it's almost time. For what? For Luke Atmey's verdict. It's a pretty simple trial, after all. If we're going to stop this trial and stall that one, we need to do it now. Of course, that's assuming you have proof that the detective was the one who committed the murder. Huh? Mr. Luke Atmey's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. If we were to intrude and fail to provide adequate proof of his true crime, Mr. Delight would be left with no grounds for appeal. Am I really sure about this? Heh. Bet's only as good when their life's the ante. Mr. Wright, I believe in you. That was like a perfectly timed line with the "Hey, I only murder people in honorable duels." Mr. Delight. So please, I'm begging you. Thanks, but my decision will determine the rest of your life. Can I really risk your life like this? Phoenix. What was that? Don't stray, Phoenix. For your client, take the path of trust. That voice sounds like Mia. Your Honor, the defense requests an immediate recess. Huh, so that's your answer, huh? Very well. I've decided as well. This court will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please summon Mr. Luke Atmey to the stand. Yes, Your Honor. Meanwhile, fucking Payne. Well, Sir Detective Atmey. I have to say, Mr. Payne, you performed splendidly. Oh no, Sir Detective Atmey. You're the one who... That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial, eh? This court finds the defendant Luke Atmey. Wait, don't hand on your verdict yet, please. Well, Sir Lawyer, welcome to my courtroom. Who's this hoser, eh? Yeah, the man's beard is so Canadian. Fun fact, localization made this man Canadian. Who's this hoser? I'm the Canadian judge, bud. I fucking love that. My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Oh, fuck me. I wish to file an accusation against this man, Luke Atmey. Accusation? You accuse Mask to Mask? That man is not Mask to Mask. He's just a ruthless murderer. What? What are you talking about there, eh? Bud. Oh, look at my nose sweat. To be continued. And this is a perfect spot to wrap up for the night, actually. All right. Yeah, I think this is where we're gonna wrap up for now. This is a really good, partway spot. It wraps up right around the time I wanted to, and yeah, what I'll do is just hop over here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by for my very weirdly timed stream, because I'm normally never on a Sunday night. But I'll let Wazzy know that you all came in, said hi, and because I know she's still recovering. So I'll let her know you all said hi. But in the meantime, you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I know tomorrow Wazzy's stream is she's actually going to be streaming alongside on Raku's channel for the debut of Songs of the Spiral is the name of the album, which is a big project that Raku and Wazzy and Pwoops and I believe Captain Ahab had some little bits in there as well. But Wazzy did a huge amount of work for it. I know they're very excited to go over it and chat about it and check that out. But yeah, Wazzy will be there on Monday on Raku's channel. Then I'll be joining Wazzy for art requests on Tuesday night this week. And then standard Thursday, Friday streams for Wazzy. And then I'll be back Saturday morning with more of Phoenix Wright. We'll continue off where we left here. But in the interim, let's see if we can find someone to raid. Why wouldn't we? I find nighttime is a better time to raid anyway. More people are streaming. You know what? Let's go see Ptolemy Longstory, also known as Dead Signal, also known as Wi-Fi, also known as many things. He's playing some Hollow Knight right now. So let's go give him a raid. But yeah, thank y'all so much. I'll be seeing y'all again soon. But in the meantime, stay healthy, stay happy, and take care of yourselves and take care of each other. But I'll see you again soon.